But this is a section about Stu and my dad. I mean, I'm in it as well. And we're past my father's village, and we're now in my mother's village. And my father changes his personality because now he's gotten what he's wanted. He got to see the Poe. He got to go to, and I didn't talk out loud like this really because he wouldn't give me any information if I was going to be like that. So we have left my mother's town. She only stopped in there to see her cousins. She had never met them before I'd been over there. And we get back into the hotel room. And after I carry on a while, Stu has his own story to tell. And this is, of course, is about my dad. But once he starts, Stu can't stop laughing. He chokes on his words. His eyes fill with tears. When he opens his mouth to relay what Dad said, his laugh turns into a snort. He tries not to roar aloud so that my parents won't hear him on the other side of the wall. He doubles over in inertia. He doubles over in hysteria and sits down at the edge of the bed to contain himself. By then he has me giggling too, but I have no clue why. Your father, Stu finally says, unable to finish his sentence. Your father, he's so funny. Of course, I don't think my father's funny. I've often wondered if my husband understands Dad because they're men or because he's married to me and I've been accused of being like my father. Stu can keep the straightest face when Dad makes a remark that I swear comes from a self-centered teenager. He lets Dad expound with no interruption. Sometimes Stu responds with something so humorous that anyone who's around can't help but chuckle, including Dad, including me. With Stu's uncontrollable laughter, he'll never spit out what antic Dad pulled. But eventually he tells me that when we were in Lingua Glossa, my mother's village, my father said under his breath, I don't want to kiss any of those men. And if you don't, Stu, I won't have to either. As if it was you who invented the darn custom to begin with, I say. Here's my husband, a very American male, accommodating my father's Sicilian culture. I'm sure Stu's never kissed another man in his life, even if only on the cheek. Instead of Stu trying to backstep from the tradition, it's Dad. Finally, Stu spills out what's making him laugh so hard. While Dad and Stu were following behind Mom and me as we walked up to Mom's cousin's front steps, Dad says, tell him you have a cold. If you don't have to kiss him, I won't have to kiss him. Although the comment wasn't all that funny, we are both now hysterically laughing. Did Dad give you a clue as to how you were going to say this since you can't speak the language? Stu guffaws even harder. He told me to sneeze in a handkerchief or point to my nose and shake my head.